Hey, Walter Silicone. You are not late this time. All right. I am running a bit late, though. I spent a few minutes cleaning. Give folks a moment or two to catch up. Now, where is this? This is. Yep, this is it. Okay. Move that out of there. Move that to there. Yeah. All right. We're going to give our little mold, little spritz with the no stickum. Oh, by the way, I need to start my TikTok. We're on TikTok too, or TikTok as well. So yeah. All right. So we got a custom order. We're doing order number 620. Let's get that set up. Order number. Do 620. There we go. So let's see. Yep. All right. We're doing order number 620 today. This is an Aurora Versustive 0050. And yeah, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to do a little bit different recipe. Normally, I would do this with my normal blend, but I've been experimenting with I want to experiment with a few different things and make sure that I say experiment. I want to confirm some of the things that I've how do I put this? So I want to confirm some of my experiences. So we'll see. We'll see. Anywho, is there a way to lock the focus on that? I don't know. I don't think you can lock focus on TikTok, can you? Oh well. It is what it is. But I'm going to do 0020 with hard instead of my usual blend. So this is going to be a little bit different, but we're going to end up in the same place. The only difference really is going to be we're going to use an accelerator as well as a hardener instead of our blend plus a retarder. So it's going to be very, very close, but it's 6 to 1, half dozen to the other. It's kind of the thing. So, all right. We got our part B. We're going to go about, what are we doing here? 75, 76 grams, something like that. Now, one of the things about using the hardener is that it does increase the cure time, which is why I'm going to go with the accelerator. This would normally have about a 20-minute pot life, but with my normal recipe, I'd have about a 20-minute pot life. But with a hardener, I'd be at about 40 minutes and about 4 hours of cure time, and that's just too long. It's a little bit warm in here, so the hardener gives us a little bit extra time, but the accelerator is going to bring us back into, or is going to, well, I'm kind of mumbling there. Anyway, let's see, I want about 37 grams of hardener here. Hey. All right. A couple grams over, but we're okay there. We're going to give that a quick blend. By the way, if you do have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. I will answer them as we go along. Before we go too far, I should probably grab my colors, shouldn't I? By the way, I'm going to take that up just a tad bit. I just want to make sure I get my ratios exactly right. And I mean, we are so close. We're off by grams. There we go. We were off by like 3 grams, so we're okay. So let's get our colors together here. We need black, teal, and purple. So not that one, this one. And there we go. Those are our colors that we're going to be using. All right, so we've got our part B and our hardener in here. And we're going to do our part A. We're going for 80 grams here. There we go. Okay. So now we got our part A and our part B in the cup. So our clock has started. And our pot life has begun. Now I'm going to add just a little bit of accelerator here in just a minute, once I get these mixed. Oops. How much? 2 grams. Come on. 0 out. There we go. Now we want 2 grams of accelerator. There we go. Doesn't take much. We're going for about 1%. Now we'll mix that in, and that's going to speed up the curing process now. So we had about 40 grams plus 80 is 200. So we need about 65 grams each color. All right. Yosh, what's on the menu for today? We are doing a, what are we doing? We're doing a Versustan today. And I'm using hardener instead of my usual blend. So we're going with a little bit different process. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. We got TikTok going over on my left here. And then we got YouTube going up here. We got the overhead on YouTube, and we got the TikTok on the left here. So we'll get the scale out of the way, and we'll get some pigments going here. Now, we're gonna scrape this down. And one of the main differences between using the hardener and my usual blend is that it changes the viscosity. And one of the things I'm looking at, and one of the things I'm experimenting with here, is how much of a viscosity change are we looking at, and how much does that viscosity change actually impact the final result? And is that impact positive or negative? All right. So yeah, I got a few questions there, but those are the questions I'm experimenting with today. A little bit more. There we go. And yeah, that's why I'm experimenting with the hardener today. But it does increase the viscosity. It also increases the pot life and cure time, which we've offset by using an accelerator. So yeah, that much we've taken care of. By the way, I'll show you the colors we're using here. Pretty, huh? And then here's the purple. All right, let's get the black going here. And once the black is finished, we're going to drop this into the vacuum chamber, which that is a really good time to ask questions if you got them. Because while it's vacuuming, there's not a whole lot for me to show you. I mean, I can, but it's going to be, well, maybe you'll enjoy it, maybe you won't. I don't know. We'll show you. Yosh, you watched the last live stream. Cool. Which one was that? Was that the orange, yellow, and white? If so, I'll show you that one here in just a second. I've got it out. All right, let's get her in the vacuum chamber. Yeah, cool. I'll show you the orange, yellow, and white here in just a minute once the vacuuming is done. Question about whether I thought about doing a overhead rail for the cameras. Actually, what I have is my camera is on an arm, so the arm is actually mounted onto a shelf up above. So it rotates, but it doesn't like go on a rail. Except for my TikTok. My TikTok is on a tripod off to the side because I just don't use it. I haven't been doing it very often, so I haven't really set it up to be, you know, I haven't set it up to be a fixture yet. And we're going to turn off the vacuum pump because it's pretty much vacuumed. But yeah, the camera itself is actually on an arm that swings, and that way, I get it. It's not in my way, but it's coming from above, except for the TikTok, which is on a tripod, and I just grab that and move it around. I just set it off to the side when I'm not using it. I've thought about getting another camera arm. Yep. Oh, with lights. Yeah. I there are things I like about this setup, and there are things that I don't. The setup is very, very bright, so it's very easy to get good color. But some of my lights are produce a lot of hot spots, and so yeah. So if you look, you can see like there are hot spots out here or right in here, or like right here you can see hot spots right in here. There it is. There's a hot spot right there. Anyway. Okay, almost done here. We'll get our mold is ready. Wow, TikTok is dead today. There are 3 people on TikTok, and I'm one of them. And 0 likes? Am I just like, have I been shadow banned or something? What is that all about? That is crazy. All right, let's get this out of the vacuum chamber and get her poured. All right, so we're going to start with our purple here, and then we've got our black. And then our teal is going to go right on top of that black. All right. Get this moved down. around. All right, let's get her poured here. And one smooth pour straight down the middle here. Hmm. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on this one because I think we might be getting right at the end of the pot life here. I'm gonna see. Hard to tell because the hardener increases that viscosity so much. All right, let's get this, get a couple of squishies done. Yeah, we're right at the end of the pot life here. I don't think I used too much accelerator. I mean, maybe between the accelerator and the temperature in here. There's a question on TikTok. Would using a small baking spatula work for that, or is it just too much of a mess? Let's see. It kind of depends on what the spatula is made of. If it's a silicone spatula, then the silicone that we're mixing would stick to the silicone spatula. If it's a metal spatula, I actually have one like this. And I've considered using it, but I'm also concerned about it scraping the plastic of the cup and actually like scraping shards of plastic off. And so I've never actually used it that much, which is why I've always used the craft sticks, is that it's not going to scrape off plastic. And if you use the high quality craft sticks that are actually, I call them craft sticks, but they're actually tongue depressors, which is what you would use in a doctor's office. If you use the high quality ones, you don't have to worry about splinters or anything like that. So yes, you could use a baking spatula, but if it's silicone, your silicone that we're mixing would stick to it. If it's metal, you could scrape your cups, which could end up with shards of plastic in the silicone. So, there are choices to be made there. Let's see. Tina asking, have you ever replaced your vacuum chamber? Bought a used one for $50, cutting corners. Gets oil in the tube sometimes, and the gauge goes well past 30, but still degas. Okay. I don't care what the gauge says. The gauge, here's the thing about gauges, is that the gauge is more of an estimate than anything. And technically, literally, and I say technically, but literally, it's impossible to have a vacuum that goes beyond minus 29.96 inches of mercury. And it's literally impossible because that's a perfect vacuum. And you can't go beyond a perfect vacuum. So if your gauge is going past 30, it's inaccurate. So again, it doesn't really matter what the gauge says. What I'm looking for is to make sure that the silicone does not have any bubbles coming out of it. Like you said, if it degasses fine, then you're fine. If you're getting oil in the tube, then that would tell me that you've probably got the valve. Let me bring the camera back over here. That would probably mean that this valve probably has a leak in it, because what happens is, you've got a vacuum at the other end of this hose. Can you guys see this? I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I'll bring you over here. And hopefully I'm not going to stick this in the silicone. Okay. Tina's asking about getting oil in the hose. If you're getting oil in this hose, then what that probably means is that you've got a leak in this valve, because you've got a vacuum at the other end of this hose, and so it's pulling air this direction. And if you close this, then you should have a perfect seal here. And so then, okay, let me rephrase. See if I can do this right. Okay. Valves are open, you pull a vacuum, air is going in, going out, it's going in through here, it's going into the chamber, it's going out, it's going through the pump. You got nothing happening. You close this. Okay, now we've sealed this end off. Air is coming out of the chamber, through the hose, into the vacuum pump, and going out. So we're pulling air out of the vacuum chamber, and we're just keep pulling air out, out, out. Now then, so we've got low pressure inside here, and then we're pulling more and more air out. By pulling the only way that we pull air out is by having lower pressure over here on the hose and in the vacuum pump. So then, once we close this, if we turn the vacuum pump off, now we don't have this pressure in the hose here is no longer lower than it is here. All right. So now we're in a situation where if this is higher pressure than here, then the air is going to want to go back this direction. And this valve is the only thing that's stopping that from happening. So if you're getting oil in this hose, then that means that this valve has to be faulty in some way, because the air is going back this direction because you got lower pressure here and higher pressure here. And air is always going to go from higher pressure to lower pressure. Okay? That might have been a little bit sketchy in the explanation, but the bottom line is, if you've got a vacuum in here and your vacuum is closed and you're pulling and you're still getting oil in here, chances are it's because air is leaking past this valve and it's going this direction. So you probably got a bad valve here. That would be my guess. Yosh asking, am I going to be doing the Sunday stream start again? Yes, I will be. I just need to get my brain back into a good headspace. That's my problem right now, is my brain is not in a good headspace, right? And so my brain's in a weird headspace, so yeah. Tina, I hope that helped. That was kind of a weird way of answering that question, but yeah. Make sure your chamber is higher than the pump. That'll help. Yes, that will also help. I don't know if you can see it, but my pump is down here on the floor, and my hose actually, I keep my chamber about 3 or 4 feet above my vacuum pump. So yeah, that'll help also if you keep your chamber above your vacuum pump. And always close the valve that goes to the vacuum pump first. Yes, absolutely. The vacuum valve, what I call the vacuum valve, the valve that is connected to this hose, should always be closed unless the vacuum pump is on. If the vacuum pump's not on, then this valve should always be closed. All right. Now I was going to do one more pour. I was thinking about it. Should I? I'm going to, but I need to reset. I need to reset TikTok because if I'm going to do another pour, I'm going to have to get more than 4 people watching on TikTok. That's just silly. But I'm going to do. Oh, I promised somebody Yosh. I'll show you this one. This is the orange, yellow, and white that I did on the last live stream. You guys can see that. But this is 0050-ish. It's a little bit firmer than 0050. I'm tweaking that recipe. But you can see we got some really nice marbling in there. Actually, very flame-like. Got some really good marbling in there. So gorgeous. But yeah, it was a pretty one. Okay, I'm going to reset TikTok. I'm going to log out, log back in. If you want to watch on TikTok, you can, but I'm going to reset. But I'm going to do, this is the one I'm going to do next. I'm going to do that red, this gorgeous, gorgeous red here. It's called Hot Step Mala. This yellow, and then this white. I think that's what I'm going to do. All right. Okay. Let's try this again. Sorry for the pause here, guys. But I'm going to do another pour here in just a second. I actually think I can I? Huh. All right, well, we're going to go live. How are we doing here? Okay, we're back. Okay, so we're going to do one more pour. We're going to do a fairly quick one here. We're going to give this mold here real quick. Spritz, spritz with a no stickum. All right, scoot that to the back. And then here are the colors we're going to be using. All right, let's get her done here. Now I want to make sure I got my recipe right. We're doing 0.33 and this is parabolic of 285. 142. Okay. All right, TikTok, how you doing? You are back. So we're gonna get this pour done. What do we need? Yeah, 142 grams. Okay. There we go. And we're going to get our part H. This is our hardener. Going to firm up our silicone. We need about 47 grams of this one. There we go. Almost. Come on. A little bit more. It's gloopy. And we're going to give that a good mix. Hey, MFA, how you doing? By the way, everybody, on TikTok, see MFA Designs there? Tap on their name and give them a follow. Radio Sapphire. I'm gonna have to check out that podcast. Yeah, man, I'm trying out the TikTok lives again. We'll see how that goes. All right, so we got our part B, we got our hardener. Now we're gonna get our part A in here. What do we need here? We need 142 grams. There we go. Boop-a-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo, ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. What's our total weight? 235 grams. So, no, 335 grams. So we need about 110 grams per color. Now I'm going to do tiny little bit, tiny little bit of accelerator. I really don't need to. Yeah, I'm not gonna because I'm not gonna stay this afternoon. So it can just hang out. All right. Yeah, man, you owe me a live stream also, man. Have fun, MFA. Okay. What's going on over on YouTube? Yeah, this is a red I don't use very often, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous red. All right, we're going for 110 grams. Go. Let's see. I'm gonna do white as my base. We're done with that. There we go. Now then, this red. Red is so gorgeous. Look at this. There's almost an orangey kind of undertone to it. It's just so nice. Yeah. Okay. And let's do this yellow. Now, kind of have to go a little heavy on the yellow because yellow is not very heavily saturated. And then the yellow is pretty straightforward. Got a nice pearlescent underneath. With this red. All right, into the vacuum chamber. Oh, and Tina, as to your question about it may not necessarily be that you're leaking air through the valve. Well, actually, it would have to be through the valve. Yeah, because the valve screws into a T-junction that goes through either the lid or the body of the vacuum chamber. And yeah, there would have to be it would have to be the valve itself, the way that works. I was going to say you could have it where the valve isn't screwed in completely to the T-junction, but even if that were the case, then you would have a different problem. You wouldn't get oil into your hose. Yeah. By the way, again, if you got any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. David Nelson over on TikTok asking, what is this? We are vacuuming silicone right now. We're getting ready to do a pour here in a minute. All right, almost ready. We got our mold ready, so that's good. Yosh asking, when you're refilling your micas, do you wear a mask or do you just let it fly? It depends on where I'm doing it. I actually have two separate rooms. Actually, no, I have to say this. I don't refill my micas in here very often. Unless it's like an emergency and I just have to like do it on the fly. And if that's the case, then yeah, I do just let it fly. But if I'm doing it, if I'm doing like a batch of them, I actually have another room where I do my resin pours. And that room has a vent hood. And I'll actually do all my my restocks, my mica restocks in front of the vent hood. So, I'm doing all, and it's just getting sucked right out, and I don't have to worry about a mask or anything. Yeah, I'm sorry, volleyball sport. I'm not sure why. I don't know how to lock the focus. I can't figure out how to lock the focus. I apologize. Do I pour any in 0030? I can, but I very rarely have anybody ask for it. So, all right, let's get these poured. Let's get this one poured here. All right. Now then, here's our white, which is going to be our base. Now I'm going to add this red over on one side. Now I'll give you a shot of it once I get it here in the cup. All right, almost done here. You can see how that is in the cup. Now then, we're going to get our mold in place. All right. Now then, what am I going to do here? I'm going to do a 45-degree turn. Here we go. All right. Oh, I apologize. I apologize to you guys on YouTube. I forgot to move the camera. All you see is the butt of the cup. It's actually a really interesting pour. This will be interesting. Because what I'm going to do, we're going to do spaceships. So when I did the pour, I apologize, you guys on YouTube. I completely blocked you guys. I forgot to move the camera. I rotated the cup as I was pouring, and so I did a side-by-side pour, or a side-by-side setup in the cup, rotated 45 degrees, started the pour, and then I rotated the cup as I was pouring. So I actually was I was having the silicone fold over on itself as I was doing the pour. So this is going to be a really interesting one. I'm really curious how it's going to come out. Yosh, TikTok got the money shot. Yeah, I will see if I can download the shots from TikTok, because I think I can. I think I can download it. But yeah, this is going to be 0050 when it's done. So But look at these. Can you see those? That's pretty nice right there. I mean, that'll give you a sense of kind of what we're going to end up with. Let's see, what are we going to do for face art? I want to do something different. That's interesting. Yeah, Tina, I've been making glove molds and they're coming out good. I haven't mastered the sculpey sealing, so my bottoms aren't smooth. They're a bit jagged when they set. Trying to remember, I think you can use like a little bit of mineral oil on your finger, and you can use that to kind of smooth out the sculpey. I think it's mineral oil. Yeah, you might give that a shot. I don't think that'll cause pure inhibition. Test it. Test that first. All right, so yeah, I think I'm done for the day. My day is done. Yeah. Unless you need anything else, I'm rolling out. I'll try to download the money shot from TikTok and post that, because actually I think that's going to be a really interesting pour. And I'll post pictures of the of this pour probably tomorrow, because I'm done for the day. All right, everybody, let's roll. Okay, TikTok, bye. Button, who's got the button? How do I shut this thing off? Bye. Go away. Go. All right. Hey, Fab Toys is following me on TikTok. Yay! Nope, can't do it on there. Maybe it's on this one. This live is longer than live videos made by 44% of hosts. Okay, whatever. 1,000 likes, 199 viewers, whatevs. Replay. 24 minutes. It's in progress. All right. Yeah, I can download it later, and I'll see if I can do a video of it. I try to post it on TikTok, not TikTok, on Twitter. One of those other T words. Yep. All right, everybody. It's been fun. It's been real. So it's been real fun. Bye. Bye. So many E's. How many E's are in bye?